The No campaign seeks to raise an awareness about domestic violence on and off campus, as it's an issue that can affect all students. The No campaign has 3 eponymous branches that break down into know, knowing the facts, knowing what to do, knowing what abuse looks like and all the different kinds. No, NO, as in KCLSU and our collaborative partners Queen Mary Students' Union taking a public stand saying no against abuse. And point 3, now, NOW, taking action now, what you can do now to be safe, how to be a great effective bystander, and how to go and get sexual health testing and other things like that to keep you safe, and a comprehensive list of support services in the local areas.
Some of the tangible outcomes we wanted to see more support in our institutions, so in this case King's and Queen Mary, which means provide more support for student survivors and student victims of domestic violence in campus. Not only give them an extension for their exam or their assignment, but proper support such as advice, counselling, and helping them come out of the situation they're in right now.
We also hope to provide inclusion plans and documentation to ensure that students don't have to continue with repeated disclosures for exams. And we hope to ensure that a public policy around fast tracking to move to a different accommodation is available also. So the largest affected age group of people that experience domestic violence is 16 to 24-year-olds, which is of course the typical demographic of a university generally. So I think that King's has a responsibility looking at its unique demographic to ensure that students are supported. We would hope that they will work to implement our recommendations to ensure that King's is a safe place for everyone.
So I think firstly it's being aware that this issue exists in campus. It's not only within married couples, but it's also within students, acknowledging and gender-based, so it's not only for women, it's for women, for men, for trans, for LGBTQ students. So being aware and also partaking in the events that we're having right now at Queen Mary and at King's. So one of them will be holding on Monday the 2nd at Queen Mary is a panel with 3 guest speakers that come from 3 different charities. So it's a Q&A panel for students to take part. And on the 5th we will be doing a film screening in the studio in Bush House from 6 p.m. We'll be playing Confirmation, which is related to this, and we have a big action day on the 6th of December where we will ask students to wear the colour purple to stand against domestic violence. We will soon have purple ribbons, so feel free to come and grab one as soon as we get them up.
The 16 Days of Action is an international campaign that is exercised worldwide. They have a really great website which we'd really encourage you to check out. And I think keep up to date with the KCLSU social media and posts. We'll be doing something every day, whether it's an event on campus, an online event, or we could be releasing a blog. We've got all sorts going on, and we'd really encourage you to get involved with us on and offline using the hashtag #No.
Yeah, so we already have some blogs up online about our campaign that you can find out more at kclsu.org. We'll have some videos coming, and we will have a podcast coming out soon to keep up to date of what we are doing, and some support systems that we have already, also by doing a pledge to join our campaign and fight domestic violence on campus.
You can also sign up to support our campaign or join our campaign and devote some of your own time to getting involved if you wish. So I think that the issue of domestic violence is quite a historical issue, and it stems back to generally centuries of oppression that are unfortunately institutional and systematic across society. So if we look at the people that are affected from domestic violence, whilst it can be anyone and everyone, it is often women, it is often people from the LGBT community, with a disproportionately huge amount of trans people being affected. It often affects disabled people, and I think it's something really important to highlight, as it is an institutionalised problem. With that being said, domestic violence also can and does affect other groups, particularly men, and men's mental health is something that we should really be talking about more too.
We went through KCLSU since we're the sabbatical officers of this year. We got this out in a campaign form. We've been planning this for over 2 months now, by talking to different people and getting the support from people that would like to help us and who are passionate about this. Not only that, we went away and we spoke to another university, Queen Mary, who the Vice President Welfare, Shamima, she was doing something very similar. So we thought that we would join hands and do it together.
So if you want to start a campaign, do get in touch with KCLSU. You can submit your campaign online, which will be then taken to our campaigns officer, and you'll have to gain 150 signatures to make sure it's a ratified campaign from the student body.